TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today is Thursday, so you know it's healthy, happy habits with Robert Music. I had to close my eyes to say that. Oh, I want to give a shout out to our co-producer, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. I'm Terralina from California Cover Ups, and we're the Biz Chicks. So we're going to welcome Robin. Robin always has a healthy, happy habit for us, and then she's going to introduce her guest, Miss Brenda Garcia. So have at it, Robin. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, friends. And I really appreciate all those of you that are tuning in and those of you that are watching this on replay. So today's happy is about just reminding people that if you just read 1 hour a day, a good book, something that's going to either make you happy or that's going to contribute to your learning or whatever. For me, right now, I pulled out my favorite book in the whole world, which is The Four Agreements. It is a book that I'm sure many, many, many of you have already read, but it's one of those books that I could read at least once a year, sometimes twice a year, because it gives us such good ways to learn to live your life so that you live your life without any regrets. So right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm reading The Four Agreements. I try to read anywhere from a half an hour. I feel good if I get a half hour in, but you can get through 10 books if you just read 1 hour a day. So that's in a year. So 10 books a year if you just read 1 hour a day. So try it. And if you're not already doing it, it's a good way to start your sleep habit and to set your mind at ease so that you can go to easily. So I do my half hour or my hour right before I go to sleep. So anyway, thank you very much. And with our guest today, who is Brenda Garcia. She's a dear friend of mine who is helping us get our toxins out of our environment. She's also a entrepreneur, and she makes jewelry, and she sells organic oils, essential oils. She's just a great woman, entrepreneur, and a dear friend. So Brenna, with that, introduce yourself and let's get into ourselves and our environment.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here today, ladies, and I look forward to answering any questions anybody may have. So today I'm going to touch on why would it be significantly important to help us eliminate toxins in our personal care and home care, which is why I love to share NeuroX with everyone. But also, not only that, because it gives you all the results with less of the effort. As busy parents and busy individuals in general in our world today, we have a lot of things to do, and I'm sure that cleaning is the least likely, but least one of our likes. But also, it came to a point where so is searching for the products that would give me the results or give me what I was looking for, which was something that didn't add to my body burden. And what is body burden, you might ask? So body burden is the accumulation of utilizing a certain chemical. And a lot of chemicals are added to our personal care and home care. But as you use it, it bioaccumulates in your body's endocrine system, and also in your dermis. So kind of gets stored and gets kind of accumulated over time. And then you start winding up with skin conditions after a certain age and things like that. And they become challenges that you wind up paying all this money for to get resolved from the doctor. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And for me, it didn't work. I had severe psoriasis where, embarrassed to say this, but I'm sure I'm not the only one, that it snowed like constantly and you couldn't wear black. It was always ideal to wear white, but Now I wear white because I actually have white whites, not yellow whites like I used to have with the bleach that I used to use. Um, we all have the struggles. And so I'm here to share with you today how to eliminate the struggle and have everything easier and much more accessible um, to get jobs done effectively and efficiently. So, yeah, I went to the doctor and I had gotten, the psoriasis shampoo, Head and Shoulders didn't work, and it was like a cycle, constant. It never ended. And that was throughout my 20s. And so once I had wound up with the skin condition, after utilizing some soap that I thought was natural because it was glycerin based. Glycerin seems to be the simplest, right? It has the least amount of ingredients, but I still got challenges. And then my husband got allergic to some detergent that we bought from the bookstore, even though it said it was natural. So I'm also going to be touching a little bit on greenwashing. What is greenwashing? Um, Companies who say that they're natural, but they still put toxins or synthetics chemicals into the product. So here in the United States, it is that the USDA deems your product organic, or you can put the word organic on the front of your packaging. That is put the word organic on the front of your packaging, even though it's only got 2%, no more than 2%. So if they had 2% organic ingredient, they can put organic on the front, but that's only one ingredient in the whole list of ingredients.
Okay, I had to come back in on that one. Say what?
Yeah. So it doesn't have to be 100% organic or 50% organic or even 25% organic in order for them to put it on there.
Uh-huh.
It's 2% or more.
Oh my goodness.
So a lot of companies will go at the bare minimum.
I had no idea. Robin's got a comment here too. Let me put this up, Robin. Hold on a second, and I'm gonna put you back in the stream too, Robin. Are you ready? I don't know. My clicker is not doing everything it's not supposed to do. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Can you see that now, Brenda? She says,
Yeah. Her sis had eczema. What would you recommend where she can start? Do you have a recommended plan how people can start? For me, it's a process. So yes, Robin, if anyone knows anybody with eczema, I recommend eliminating the ingredient phenoxyethanol. I had eczema-like symptoms, but it wasn't eczema. So that's why none of the medication that was given to me resolved my challenge, because it wasn't technically eczema. I was having reactions to what I was using on a daily basis. Because
this is interesting because my granddaughter is developing symptoms, and she's only 5. And so I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah. So my sister has eczema. So she says she's not been properly diagnosed, but she has these eczema-like symptoms, and like everyone else, we self-diagnose ourselves on Google and whatnot. So, eliminating, I have a list, and I was trying to put it on my Cultivated Green Living site or Facebook group page where you could download it, but it's in both of my other groups, Happily Clean Green Team and BG's NYRO Blue Bottle Beauties.
Okay.
But if you go to either one of those, it doesn't allow me to load this up in a file on the Cultivated Green Living. So it does allow it in my private groups, my VIP groups.
Okay, so
you're welcome
later.
Yeah, you're welcome to go get that. So yeah, the eczema is the itchy patchy spots, white spots, kind of in some instances, and it got overwhelming. And what I was using and paying money for to fix it wasn't solving it. So I had to research what else could be causing this. So phenoxyethanol is what I recommend to eliminate from all your personal care, home care ingredients. There is 18,000 chemicals created to utilize in our personal care and home care. And the United States has banned 12 of them. The European Union has banned 1,600 of them.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So
Okay.
a lot of what
I'm
I
hearing
share
echo.
with Norwex even adheres to the European Union standards as well as NYR organic. So
Oh.
I like to share how knowing what's in your products can be beneficial so it doesn't add to your pocketbook, add a strain to your pocketbook.
We like more for less, and we like effective. All of this sounds good so far, Brenna.
Yes, eliminate phenoxyethanol. So thank you, Robin. So I will suggest eliminating all of that and utilizing the body cloths, which I think you already do, because it helps my daughter even. It helps you slough off your skin cells so it leaves you with smoother skin. And it also, I was talking to somebody in my Eco Warriors team that they are in oncology. They help give people their cancer treatments and stuff. And that was, they recommend to do a brushing of their skin to help the circulation in the skin and get the blood flow in it. And so she said that the washcloths, she really liked how the washcloths worked to help the skin get the circulation back in it from our body.
Can I interrupt you for a second, Brenna, on the washcloths?
Yes.
Okay, so my sound is kind of funny again, you guys. So I'm going to just
No,
talk,
you
and I hope
sound
I don't
great.
talk over people. Okay, so about a year ago, I bought the washcloth for myself, and I couldn't believe how much better my skin felt in terms of the smoothness, because you don't use soap with it. You just use water, and you kind of squeeze it out, and it's kind of like a daily sloughing of your skin. So you don't expose your skin to a lot of the detergents that's in our cleaning products and things like that. So I gave it to my cousin as a gift, and she bought it for her 3 girlfriends, and then my sister bought it for her girlfriends. It's like this little washcloth thing that's going on in my family. It's really funny. But I really highly recommend it, because I do anti-aging and skincare and all of that, and I use the washcloth on my face twice a day, and it's like a daily sloughing, and it really has helped with whiteheads and blackheads and all of the things that we have to deal with. So it's really a great product. Who would have thought that a washcloth could make that much difference in somebody's life?
Right.
Wow.
So anyway, I just wanted to do a shout out on the washcloths themselves, because they're affordable, and you get 3. I think you get 3, and you can actually give them away as gifts. So I do that. I give them away to my friends, and it's a nice gift that, because we have everything we need pretty much, we women, as we get older.
That's
So
true.
that's what I do with my washcloths. I just wanted to do a shout out for the washcloths. I love them.
Thank you.
Wow. Well, I may try one soon, Brenna.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, it's funny you say that, because Robin, and I have another customer, and she just buys, like, she's bought 5 sets of washcloths because she likes them so much, and she's gifted some. So it's funny you say that. This little circle, washcloth circle, for the body cloths with Norwex. It's funny. Love it though.
That's a
and I gave it to my son for his skin, because he has a tendency to break out. Because he still gets like adult acne kind of thing, and that's really helped his skin as well. So
really,
it's a good thing. Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah.
So do you use something with the cloth? Did you say you use something with it, or just water?
You can use it with only water, but sometimes if you decide to use because women, we love fragrance. If you do decide to utilize a body wash with it, you can, as long as it doesn't have all the other nasties in it, because it will accumulate in the silver, on the silver of the cloth, and then you're going to have to do the quarterly treatment that's required for your Norwex.
Okay, so then if you want to use a body wash, Norwex sells one?
They do have one, yes,
Okay.
and I like it. It smells good, and
And
then
that won't interfere with the silver in the cloth, I take it.
it doesn't. You're right. It doesn't coat the silver fibers, so you want to use one that doesn't going to have ingredients that coats the silver fibers, making you have a stinky cloth. Because when the silver gets coated, you're going to have to deep clean it, so that way the cloth doesn't start to smell.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I change my cloths out every 3 days or so. And,
Yeah.
instead of like the typical once a day kind of washcloth thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it really works nicely just alone with water, but it also gives people the results that they're looking for, even with some body wash that doesn't have all the other nasties in it.
Okay.
You could say a body wash that adheres to the European standards, EU standards.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then I just want to say one more thing about that. So what I do when I wash my face is I use my Neora face wash, because it's all botanically based. It's very high, has high standards in terms of the ingredients. And I rinse that off really, really well. So I just rinse my face with water. Then I use my washcloth. So I try not to get soap or other things on my washcloth. I try to rinse all that, my Neora stuff off before, so that I can make sure my washcloth stays clean.
Gotcha.
So I just love it.
Yeah, your washcloth keeps from getting coated.
Well,
with the ingredients.
The thing I want to say
definitely helpful.
The thing I want to say is, if we are not using a lot of products, then the fact that the washcloth costs a little more, in the end, is much more cost effective, is it not?
Right.
Yeah.
So we really can't afford the products. Because some people may think the products are a little pricey, but if you're not buying the other things, really you're saving money.
Swap. Yeah, you're doing a swap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the other thing to keep in mind with these products, they have so many, you can kind of figure out what your problem is, toward adding products over months. And because they last a long time and they're very sturdy, the cloths themselves last forever, you can build up your inventory of stuff over time. So that's why I say, for me, Norwex is kind of a process, because as I eliminate more and more toxins out of my home, product here or there, maybe once a month kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you do save money.
Yes, you do. And you gain storage.
Right.
Gotta love the storage.
Gotta love that.
Yes. And it got to a point where I was doing less organizing. Organizing also steals time from us.
Oh, that's
right?
very true.
Yeah. So we're saving time not having to organize all the stuff. Just like when you buy food, if you put it in the freezer, you have to cycle through and make sure you have the newer dates on top instead of the older dates or the older dates on top and the newer dates on the bottom of your freezer. You're having to go in and you're having to organize and make sure and do record keeping and all that stuff.
Wow, we have a comment over here from Jill. Let's see what Jill's saying.
Yes, good, safe health care is an investment. Pay now or pay later with your health if you keep eating and using toxic products.
And then here we go. Takay Hicks says,
just go, don't stop. Awesome. Yeah, so another thing, because it's summertime, I wanted to touch bases on this. Sunblock, some of us need sunblock. And it doesn't have the oxybenzene, which has been recently shown to have adverse health effects contributing to cancer. So oxybenzene is definitely one of those that's even been banned from Hawaii. Like, you can't take it over there.
Oh.
So yeah, the sunscreen with that. So ours is safe. Ours is allowed in Hawaii, and we have a lot of consultants even in Hawaii, and they share this with their clients as well.
This is interesting because we're getting ready to take a vacation. And of course, I stocked up on sunscreen because I've got three little ones going with us. I
Oh,
guess I need to rethink that and get the right sunscreen. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yes, yeah,
It's,
because it's harming the wildlife, the sea life over there.
oh my, and we're getting ready to go to Virginia. Of course, we're going to the beach.
Yes. Oh yeah, got to go to the beach. Wherever you go, got to go to the beach. I love
Yeah,
the
so
beach.
we don't want to harm the wildlife. Okay.
Yeah. And then also phenoxyethanol can be found in anything practically. It's can be found in the middle or the end of the ingredients list, and so you got to pay close attention to what is in there, unless you just want to utilize a company that you know doesn't have all that. Yes, and everyone does need sunscreen. I agree, Riley. Another ingredient that I try to look out for is petroleum products. Um, anything petroleum products, anything with petroleum in it, it accumulates in our liver, and because our body cannot expel petroleum based products like petroleum jelly, we absorb it but we can't expel it. Our body cannot process it, so it gets stored in our body in the fatty tissue near our organs, and elsewhere within our body that can have adverse health effects long term as well. And I remember hearing in the old days, women would put petroleum jelly all over their face and go to bed at night because that was their beauty regimen. It doesn't, it doesn't let your skin breathe. So it's definitely not something you want to add to your body since we can't process it or expel it. Also, so that does add to the body accumulation. And then triclosan, and I'm sure everyone's heard of triclosan. That's pretty bad stuff. It was recently even banned for use. It was banned for use in our hand wash, right? But I bet nobody knew that is also in your toothpaste and antifungal for feet. The chemical for that is in your toothpaste. So I just got tired of being a lab rat, and I went ahead and went with the companies that I found to be integrity based and ethically based. So not to steal more time from me. But you're welcome to print this list out from my either one of my VIP groups and do your shopping from there if you don't want to use Norwex or the other company that I'm with, because I like budget friendly too. So I do have lots of specials.
So, Brandon, before you move off to triclosan, can I ask you some clarifying questions about that? Because I didn't ever hear about triclosan before, and I see it on the list. And when you say microbial
Microbial.
that is the hand sanitizers. Is that what that is, basically?
So triclosan was in the hand sanitizers, but just think of that really bright orange bottle of Dial, the Dial hand soap that was antimicrobial or antibacterial.
Okay.
Yeah. So some hand sanitizers did stop utilizing that. And I think they just went to pure like ethyl alcohol. But alcohol can put wear and tear on our skin as we use it too much. So it's ethyl alcohol is still natural, but it still takes its toll on our skin. I like to use my Norwex travel cloth. I have one on my keys wherever I go, so I don't have to utilize that and have a funky feeling on my hands. Nice travel size.
Because the other thing I wanted to point out about triclosan is that exposure to children is especially harmful. So for the mothers out there that are watching, to be really cognizant of this, because it's very, very toxic to children, allergies and asthma and eczema and things like that. So that was news to me. So thank you for that.
Yeah, definitely. definitely. And my kids are grown, so I'm kind of aged out of that phase. But yeah, when my kids are little, I was like, okay, hand sanitizer when we're at the park or whatever. Yeah, and
Well,
we're taught by society to utilize certain things to help solve our challenges or give us peace of mind. And in essence, it contributes to other challenges down the road, which doesn't give us peace of mind.
can I share you something that I heard about the people in Japan? So the Japanese are extremely careful about exposure to germs, and you see them a lot walking around with the masks on their face and things like that. These are Japanese people. In Japan, they were actually having a resurgence of infections and things like that because they use so much hand sanitizers that they
Yes,
killed off, all of their body's ability
the
to work
natural.
off their right. And so that's another thing to warn people about is just don't overdo it with these products because they can really be damaging, as you were saying.
Yeah, the products that have all of these chemicals in them have destroyed many of our microbiomes because everybody wanted to be sterile. Everybody wanted to be clean. And being sterile and being clean are two different things. Number one,
Right.
being clean is, washing your hands, taking care of your space, but not adding another layer of toxins to it.
Mhm.
Being sterile is not healthy for us because we have billions of microorganisms living on our body. Providing them with the tools they need to fight other bacteria that is actually bad bacteria is that balance. Irony, I know, sounds weird, but
not, not ironic, ladies, but I just want to thank you because I did not know the difference between sterile and clean. I thought they meant the same thing. Okay. Okay. But what I would like to know, Brenda, is if we're interested in getting these different products, like the correct kind of sunscreen, the correct washcloth that can help my granddaughter with her
eczema, yeah, her skin
eczema.
issue.
Yeah, her skin issue, because I'm not sure that it is actually, all I know is that they want to label anything. Anyway, we help her with her skin irritations. Um, where can we find you, and where can we get more information about this? You mentioned a couple of groups,
So I
and
have two VIP groups.
uh-huh,
Um, I have the Happily Clean and Green team for
I can
Norwich
remember that.
and BG's NYRO Blue Bottle Beauties. And that's this brand because I like aromatherapeutic products too for my hair
Ah,
and my body lotion. And we women, we like to smell good, but
yes.
clean to Norwex has no smell.
Okay.
Well,
So we
technically, it doesn't have a smell, but that's what Norwex says. Clean has no smell, so a lot of their products have low fragrance, low natural essential oils. And it's really meant for people, even there's people that have super hypersensitivities to fragrances or aromas. And so
Mhm.
they can't have any at all. So Norwex kind of tailors to that population, not just the population that likes natural.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So guys, we're going to wrap this up, but I want to say thank you so much for tuning in today. Tomorrow we're going to be talking to the Tech Divas because it's Friday, and I
Yay!
want to remind you not to forget to go to the front of your own line. But I want to say to Robin, will you close us out? And Brenda, if you have something you want to share quickly before we wrap it up, go right ahead.
Yes, thank you. So I do like to share if anyone joins my Happily Clean and Green team, I share that I give 25% off for all of all of the items that we use the most in personal care. With that said, it's deodorant and toothpaste because Norwex has both of them that don't have those toxic ingredients in them. But also one of my favorites is our Timeless Relaxation Gel because it helps with my neck pain and it helps with my headaches and it's just a really nice analgesic that doesn't have any petroleum or any nasties in it. And so I give 25% off to my VIP customers for those products, and I heard there's a little graphic on there that says what I give. There's a couple others, so can't remember them all, but yeah, I like to, that type of thing. I don't like to necessarily make a profit off of, but I want everybody to be able to have access to what they need.
That's so beautiful. That's what we love about Biz Chicks. We just really want to help people. So, Robin,
That's
you want to close us out?
Sure. So just wanted to thank Brenna. You're always so helpful, and I love, love, love what you do, protecting our environment the way you do that. And it's such a great education. So thank you so much for all of that. And thank you, Francine, in the background. She always is our go-to gal to get us. And I know we're running a little late, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. We don't have a guest next week. I'm still trying to find somebody for next week's program. So I don't have anybody to announce there, but there'll be somebody great as usual.
We got a surprise guest next week.
That's right. Okay. Thank you so much. And we'll post all of Brenna's information on the chat. So after this is over, for people to have access.
Thank you so much. Okay,
Thank you.
guys. Go ahead. You want to say something else, Robin? Robin, were you going to say something else? Okay. All right, guys. Don't forget to go to the front of your own line. We'll see you tomorrow at 8 right here on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, anywhere Fran sends us. We're on every platform available. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Have a wonderful day.